7.1, the Law of Sines. There are two instances when we will use the Law of Sines, and that's what I want to talk about before I give you the formula. Just kind of keep this in your mind. That two instances are angle, angle, side. That's what AAS means. Angle, angle, side. Meaning, if I have this triangle here, A, B, C, and then lowercase a, lowercase b, lowercase c. Angle, angle, side means I'm given something like angle A, angle B, and then side A. Okay, so I'm given this angle, this side. It's in the order of what you're given, right? So angle, angle, side. Then you would use law of sines. The other one is angle, side, angle. No, I just had an idea to make things easier. So, if angle, angle, side is red, so that means you're given this, this, and this, okay? Or it could have been in any order, right? I could have said angle, angle, side, you're given A, C, and lowercase a. I just decided to go with A, B, you know. And now for angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle would be anything along this. It'd be like angle, side, angle. Now, the reason why this still works for law of sines is because if I'm given two angles, bing, bong, you're given two angles, I can find the third angle, okay? Because really, law of sines, I need an angle and its opposite side, okay? So the only reason why angle, side, angle really works is because if I'm given this, and this, I can find that third angle to get these angle opposite of this side, okay? Now, there is one other time law of sines can work, but this is going to fall into a further later on section because there is a couple complexities involved with this, and that's side, angle. We will talk about that at a later time, okay? So here is your law of sines formula. Law of sines. So capital A and capital B, capital C are your angles, in case you didn't figure that out yet. Lowercase is your sides, okay? So whenever you're solving for this, you take whatever the angle is, so sine of that angle divided by its opposite side, okay? And set it equal to one of the other angles and its opposite side. That way you can solve, if I'm trying to solve for, let's say, lowercase b, I can, and I have angle A, angle B, and side A, you can just set these two equal to each other and solve from there. You don't need everything here in order to begin working something out. As long as you have all the information in one of these and then the information in one of the two of these, you can do a law of sines problem. All right, so here's our first example. So I got angle A being 80 degrees, angle B being 30 degrees, and side B is 14 centimeters. Let's just solve for lowercase a, okay? So let's do that. So it'll be sine 80 degrees over, I don't know what lowercase a is, so we'll put there, equals sine of 30 over 14. It's an equal sign, so we cross multiply, okay? So it'll be a sine 30 equals 14 sine 80. Divide by sine 30, and then we will get, you put that in your calculation, make sure that you're in degree mode, folks, just a friendly reminder, and you'll get a is equal to 27.6 degrees. All right, so we're on page 369, number 29. I'm sure little John would love our page number. If you know, you know. 369. Anyway, let's do an angle of elevation. A man standing near a radio station antenna observes that the angle of elevation to the top of the antenna is 64 degrees. Then he walks 100 further feet away. That's 100. And observes that the angle of elevation to the top of the antenna is now 46 degrees. Based off this information, we need to find the height of the antenna. So this looks like there's a lot going on here, right? Because you want to know what the height of the antenna is, h, and yet the only information we're given is using one of these angles, and I know this distance, but I don't know this whole distance. So that's not really helping us. So something that might help us a little bit more is if we find this. I'm going to label this x, okay? The length of the distance from our guy that's standing in the picture to the top of the antenna, okay? Because look, we have angle, we have side, we need to find this side. So let's have sine. So this is kind of going to dive off to the side here using law of sines, because what we have here, you keep in mind this right here forms 180 degrees, right? So this angle right here is actually going to be 180 minus 64, which is 116 degrees, okay? So now we can finally, at first I thought we weren't going to be able to use law of sines right away, but yes, we are now. So sine of 116 degrees over x equals 100, and I need to find this angle up here in order to use it, and that angle up there is going to be 180 minus my other two angles, which will give me 18 degrees. Okay, now we can use cross multiplication, and we put that in your calculator, you'll get approximately 290.86. Okay, so we have x, we need to find h. That's what the problem asks us for, is h. So in order to find h, I know right away I'm going sine of 46 over h is equal to sine of 116 over what we just found, 290.86. Cross multiply. And divide both sides by sine of 116, and you'll get h is equal to 232.79. The units here was it feet? Yes, it was feet, so feet. There we go. That's how you solve that one. All right, so we have this nice little circle and a triangle, and I'm getting all this nice information. We need to solve for y. I don't know what this is. Okay, so S is referring to this arc length right here, and you have a radius of this. So what we can do is, if you remember from previous section, your arc length is equal to r theta, right? So if we need to find what degrees is, we need to, and I'm giving you what S over R is. S is 18, R is 15. What I can do, that's equal to your theta. That's in radians, so we need degrees, so you have to multiply this by 180 over pi. When you do that, you will get 68.75 degrees, okay? So that's going to be important for when we're trying to solve for y, because now that I have angle C, I can say that sine of 68.75 over, we don't know y yet, equals, give me more space here, back it up, sine of 45 of over r, which is 15. You cross multiplication, 15 sine of 68 0.75 equals y sine 45 divided by sine 45. You will get y is equal to, y is 19.77 units. It doesn't say feet or centimeters or whatever, so it's just units. And that is everything. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in class.